Kia ora koutou. I thought this time I'd talk to you about some of the useful documents we've been releasing over the past few months. At our annual council meeting last week, we launched our annual Snapshot. So this is our annual report. It includes highlights from the past year across both the SBC work program and, of course, that of our members. And it reflects our work to continue to support members in pushing the ceiling as well as raising the floor. This means advocating for climate action and working on key partnerships that will deliver collective impact and scale. So some examples from last year's work program that demonstrate this include things like our briefing to the incoming minister and subsequent engagement. We're currently in the process of finalising our ERP2 submissions, and thank you to all those who've contributed. So that gives you an idea of the sort of stuff that we've been doing in the advocacy space. There's our feasibility work stream, which is all about changes in heavy transport, and our largest ever climate change in business conference. So well over 600 people in person, and for those who couldn't make it, another couple of hundred online. And that's really pushed forward the conversation around climate and also develop those critical connections that are required for us to be able to have the impact that we want to have. Back in June, we also introduced our annual plan. This sets out our priorities for the year ahead, including the projects, partnerships, and advocacy that we'll be delivering. Of note in this year's plan is our advocacy work, and as I've mentioned, we're going to be responding to the second emissions reduction plan, and that'll see us focusing on maintaining momentum in reducing emissions in transport, energy, agriculture, and industrial heat. Over the next few months, we'll be working with many of you to present practical, actionable suggestions to the government on how we can take that work forward. We're also going to be exploring areas in nature, and over the next few weeks, we'll be reaching out to you to talk about whether or not you might be interested in a very large-scale collaboration in the nature space. And of course, we're continuing to strengthen our ties with the World Business Council for Sustainable Development and taking the material that they generate and adapting it to the New Zealand context. Obviously, your achievements as companies and organisations have been no less impressive, and I want to acknowledge that work, and that comes through in the plan as well. The annual plan also includes our work providing more support around sustainability fundamentals. In the last year, we've brought together a number of tools and resources to support members along their sustainability journeys, and that includes a sustainability toolkit for both SBC guides and external best practice resources, a suite of resourcing and support for compliance and reporting, our many and varied communities of practice, and dozens of virtual and in-person connection points for members. We're delighted with how these have been received by the membership and beyond. That's it from me this week. Looking forward to seeing you, many of you at the Climate Change and Business Conference in the next few weeks. Ka kite.